Guys, deluded goon of Tottenham 2, Arsenal 0. Everybody thought that was going to happen. We all knew it was coming, but it's still rattling nonetheless. I mean, my initial reactions to this, I was actually pretty calm, but through the course of making this video now and I'm remembering everything that happened, I'm getting annoyed. So let's go into it. Obviously, it's a North London derby. Both sides want to win. Well, at least I think Arsenal want to win. Both sides need the 3 points. We're hopelessly trying to get into the top 4. Spurs are hopelessly trying to catch Chelsea. Both teams' objectives are pretty unrealistic, but they've still got to go nonetheless. So a draw isn't going to help anyone. Like I said, it's a derby. Going into the game, team news: Spurs first choice fullbacks in Rose and Walker weren't there to start. Dembele only fitting off for the bench. Dyer and Wanyama together. Who else? I don't really care about Spurs beyond that. Ours, Ramsey. When I saw Ramsey and Giroud, I knew what time it was today. I knew it was going to be a bit of a joke. Yeah, I said in my preview, Ox inside with Xhaka, Bellerin start. That did not happen. Welbs to start because of the Spurs' centre-backs. That never happened. Obviously, Wenger, you have to hold your hands up, but let's get into it. First half, we were poor, man. I mean, from literally the first minute, you could bring up any of my videos. I don't know why I do this. It's a carbon copy. Spurs started off very strong for me. Literally in the first 30 seconds, Kane should have scored. Should have done a bit better, but it was the first effort. We'll give him obliged. Toby should have scored a header in about the 6th minute, I believe. Dele Alli and Ericsson in that first half had 2 great chances. So that's about 4. They should have scored about 4 and put us to bed in that first half. I mean, they made a point of crossing the ball, clearly. There were so many crosses. You can tell they worked and worked and worked. And they almost undone us by a great set piece, if I can remember rightly, from a corner. Ericsson. They were trying to. On our front, if you're going to play 3 defenders, the 3 defenders have to be confident in play. They have to want the ball. They have to show for it. Or like you saw with Czech's poor kicking, which was atrocious. Don't get me wrong. He had a decent game because we were crap. It's just going to keep coming back. It's just going to keep coming back. And when your players are not the most switched on defensively, it's counterproductive. You can't be nervous. Gabriel is nervous. Monreal, you're rubbish, but you've been one of the better performers of recent weeks. I'll let you off. Koscielny, you bottled it today. Yeah, our midfielders are atrocious. We didn't settle for a large part. It took us 10 minutes to want to show and want to play with the ball and things like that. We had, towards the end of the first half, we had a little spell, yes, where we had a couple chances. But for the large part, what was that from Arsenal? Spurs were better than us. But if I was a Spurs fan, I actually wouldn't be happy. If I went into half-time, Pochettino, I'd be going mad because they could have killed off the game. Like we said, they closed the gap on Spurs and on Chelsea and confirm finishing ahead of us. That could have been done in the first half. So I'd be going angry. I just really don't know. Our back 5-3, whatever they were changing constantly, they don't know what they want to do. Everybody is unsure. Certain players in this squad are too happy to defend their space and go, oh, and pull people backwards. Who are you calling? Do your job. Do your job. Certain world-class players. And people say, yeah, they try hard and things like that. It's not on. This is a joke. Like, Ox is being isolated, being left alone. Son and the Spurs fullback had him on toes, just doubling up. He's not a natural fullback. He's still going to be naive and dive in. Who is simply going to say, okay, Ox is going to dive in. Ox is going to engage with the midfielder. Let me cover his space. If I know this, me, humble guy watching it on TV, why don't these professionals that live the profession literally know this? This is a joke, man. Got into half-time. I counted I've told you guys about 4 incidences that they should have scored. We got into half-time. Literally, that's the only luck. We were chasing shadows. Defensively, we were awful. Spurs were counter-attacking at will, just breezing past us. We were just all over the place. They have enjoyed mainly down our right. We were just crap. Like, second half wasn't any better by any stretch of the imagination. Yes, we started off brightly, and we should have probably scored. Even when we went down to 2 goals, I'll allude to the goals in a second. We had some chances. Welbs came on and he had a little altercation with Toby. Already did more than Giroud all game. What did Giroud do already? Dele, Gabriel, I don't know. I don't even care to actually analyse the goal. Gabriel was poor. How is Dele reacting before 3 midfielders? Deserved his goal. Kane made the most of it for the penalty, but can you blame him in the situations? If that happened to an Arsenal player, of course I'm going to ask them to make the meal of it. I do think Czech could have been a bit better. Of course, the penalty was good, but I don't think it was one of the best. 2-0 and we're cheaply out of it. I mean, what is this? This is a derby. This is a derby. I'm done with this, man. Like, just end the season now, man, because it's a joke. You saw Wenger going ballistic. Wenger, these guys are not playing for you. For me, it is on you today because certain players played when they shouldn't have. I'll allude to it in another video because I'm too angry to get them all in this video, guys. But Deluded Goon, I'm signing out. Tottenham 2, Arsenal 0. Get used to playing on Thursday, Arsenal fans. Deluded Goon, I'm signing out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Yeah.